Hi guys, and finally Alpha 10 is here for 7 Days to Die, and with that sunshine there, I feel it should be going, hallelujah. So, first of all, this game does look absolutely brilliant now. It's absolutely fantastic. It looks so gorgeous. So I wanted to get a video out as soon as possible to just sort of show some of the really cool stuff that they've done with the new Alpha. So there are a couple of really big changes in this new build that they've done for Alpha 10. And the first one that you're going to notice when you start up the game, you look in the options, is you're now going to be able to make player profiles. And this allows you to completely customize your character. So you are able to change the way your character looks. But in addition to that, they've also made it now that you can actually see what your character is wearing in the game. At the moment, you appear to start in just underwear, which I think would be uncomfortable if you start in a winter zone. But it's really cool is that you can actually see what you're wearing on your character screen. Other people can see it. So, that's a nice little element they've added in there. The next major thing that you're going to notice, actually be able to visually see, is the fact they've created a new wellness system for your character. And this now affects your maximum health and your maximum stamina. If you eat well, don't die, don't get injured, your wellness goes up, you get more stamina, you get more health. But on the other side of it, if you eat badly and you die and you injure yourself, your wellness actually goes down, which makes it harder to survive. I think this is actually a really fantastic thing that they've added in there, because one of the sort of little tricks to get around, say, starving when you were playing previously, is what you could do is you could just kill yourself. And you can't do that now, because what will happen is you will decrease your wellness, that will decrease your stamina, and that will make the game harder for you to play. So before I go on to the heat map system, which is like the next big thing in this Alpha 10, there's something I wanted to add in here, is that not only have they added in these new dynamics and these new systems, is they've really bulked up everything around it, all the peripheral stuff. One of the things that I really love that they've done is that they've now made it that crops don't cause zombies to smell you, which was something that was a little bit annoying in the previous versions of this game, because if you think zombies here are trying to attack humans or you make any sort of sound, they don't attack crops, so you don't understand why they would smell the crops. They're going for flesh. Another thing they've done is they've now made it that you can kill animals by being in stealth very easily. If you're in stealth and they don't sense you, you get 2 times damage. They've also made it so a lot of the resources can now be farmed. 2 of them are cloth and goldenrod. You can now turn those into seeds, which is great because you can make tea, which helps with your wellness. And the other side of it is cloth is quite useful. You need it for clothes. And both of those previously were something you had to sort of go around and try and grab hold of as quickly as possible. They've also overhauled the buff and debuff system. An example of this would be the sprained leg and the broken leg. If you sprain your leg, you can now put a splint on it. It now has an appropriate icon. And so, it's just something that adds in general, all this sort of adds to a really nice build for the game. So the big change to the game that has really kind of maybe caused the most issues with people understanding what exactly it is this new heat map system. What this essentially is it's not about actual heat. It's about a statistical analysis overlay of activity that's happening on the map. Now, what this basically means is that now, if you're using a forge or a campfire, this adds to the activity on the map, and then as that increases, zombies will then try and figure out what is causing this sound, and they'll cluster towards it. What they've also added in with this is the fact that now crops and forges also now work when you're not in your base, when you're not around them. So potentially what you could do is leave a load of stuff onto forge. You could walk away from your base, you could come back, and suddenly you could find there are a gabillion zombies there. In addition to this, they have also once again added a lot of fun things to peripherals on that. Not only have they made them work when you're not in the area, but they've also done just little tweaks, things like adding a time to forges, which now means you put a load of resources in there, you know how long that will take to cook. They've also added in a load of really cool features that are just making the entire game so much more fun to play. One of these is you can now have labeled storage crates, which are very easy to make. This is fantastic if you're playing with a group of people. You know, it's nice to be able to say, oh yeah, we have put this in the weapon storage crate, and they can literally just see an icon that is weapon storage. They've also done just so many little things. Ladders is another one that comes to mind. Is they now have made it so you can stay stationary on a ladder. This is fantastic because it means you don't have to sort of jump up and down them. You're not going to just fall down them. If you go onto a ladder, you can choose when you go up the ladder and when you go down the ladder. And this even comes in handy if you're doing things like building a mine. This will actually allow you to put ladders down below you. So say you're going down the mine, you only have X amount of ladders, or you built a shaft, maybe some ladders have been destroyed, you can actually sit on the ladder and place those next ladder blocks below you. And the most important thing of all is now we can burn zombies with torches. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We can do Zombieland style double taps. Hit them with a torch, stab them in the head. And I'd also like to point out that it is incredibly immature to run around screaming, burn motherfuckers burn, or saying, squeal piggy squeal. But it is really fun to do. And finally, guys, with joking aside, I would say please do check out this game. If you are thinking about getting this game, this is really the point where it's starting to come together. A lot of the long-term goals they had in mind are really coming into the game now. They've got a few more things to add. This obviously is Alpha 10. It's not a finished product, but it is absolutely fun to play. I've been playing the game for a year now. I've had it since Alpha 1.1, October of last year, and it has just got better and better and better. And I've also got to say, the guys that are developing this game, they're called the Fun Pimps. They're absolutely brilliant. You know, really, this is possibly the best alpha or beta that I've been involved in, for them giving feedback, them listening to community, and really seeing like a development process where you're seeing what they're trying to do with the game, and you can see every time they're not skipping, they're making sure that this game is as good as it can be. They say they want to make the best zombie game ever, and I think they're gonna do it. I mean, I really do think this is an amazing game. If you like survival games, check this out. If you've enjoyed this video, please do comment and give feedback. Please do give a like, subscribe if you like the channel. Thanks for checking out this video, and yeah, please do check out the game. It's an absolutely fantastic game, and it's just getting better every day.